Hey there, it's Dave Altavilla for Hot Hardware here with a quick look at Dell's XPS 12 Hybrid 2-in-1 Tablet Convertible. A straight-up alternative to Microsoft's Surface Pro 4, the Dell XPS 12 we're looking at here sports a 12.5-inch Full HD 1080p IPS display, sheathed in Corning Gorilla Glass NBT, as well as an Intel Skylake 6th generation Core M5 6Y54 dual-core processor with turbo boost up to 2.7 GHz, 8 GB of DDR3 1600 RAM, and a 128GB mSATA SSD. Graphics are powered by the integrated Intel HD Graphics 515 engine on board the Core M5 chip. Dell's XPS 12 is also backed up by a built-in 30-watt-hour battery and this 45-watt AC adapter that plugs into the machine's USB Type-C connector. There are actually two USB-C ports in the XPS 12, and both support full Thunderbolt 3 connectivity with power-in charging, power share, and a full 40 gigabits per second bidirectional bandwidth. For a base price of $9.99, Dell provides a travel keyboard with a magnetized cradle design that has a fixed position. The travel keyboard connects to the XPS 12 via an edge connector and has a sturdy chiclet-style design with good key travel and a roomy, very responsive touchpad. However, the cradle design unfortunately only allows for one position of the tablet, and though it sits firmly in place and holds that position well, when you close the package together, you have to be careful not to let the tablet drop, because once at a certain angle while closing, it's a virtual free fall. Dell does, however, offer a slim keyboard with a cloth folio cover for a $50 upcharge in the base config. It does have a fully adjustable kickstand, which is really nice, though key travel is a bit shallow, much like a Microsoft Surface keyboard, and there's a bit more flex here as well. Walking around the XPS 12, you can see it sports a flat black finish that does collect a few fingerprints along the way, but nothing too unsightly, as well as an 8-megapixel rear-facing camera. On bottom is the keyboard dock connector, while on the right side is a lock port and power button, and up top there's a pair of stereo mic ports. On the left edge, however, is where the party is happening. Here we've got two USB Type-C Thunderbolt 3 ports that again support a full 40 gigabits per second bidirectional bandwidth, as well as an SD card reader and volume rocker. Dell has been making a habit of including full Thunderbolt 3 connectivity for their notebooks and 2-in-1s lately, and it's a future-proofing that we can thoroughly appreciate. They also make available a number of optional multi-port adapters to take advantage of all that bandwidth. On the front glass, there's the requisite webcam, this version being a 5-megapixel eyeball, and the whole affair is strapped with Corning Gorilla Glass NBT, again for a bit of extra toughness. The 12.5-inch 1080p Full HD panel that we tested in our review unit is absolutely magnificent to look at. It's sharp as a tack, with accurate colors and great brightness. Dell is sourcing some of the best notebook IPS panel technology in the market these days, and though there's also a 4K panel option for the XPS 12, the Full HD version that we tested looks fantastic and offers plenty of screen real estate for a 12-inch device, in our opinion. The display is also impressively responsive to touch when used with your fingertip or Dell's optional Active Pen. The pen is a $50 option, but for those who prefer to handwrite notes or find themselves doodling on drawings and graphs, etc., it's a worthwhile addition. Performance-wise, the XPS 12 is a potent little bundle with its 6th generation Intel Skylake Core M5 processor, 128GB SSD, and 8GB of RAM DDR3 setup, offering snappy I/O responsiveness and solid processing horsepower for everyday office tasks and light-duty multimedia and video workloads. Battery life, on the other hand, was a bit more middle of the road, with the XPS 12 offering up just over 6.5 hours of connected web uptime on a single charge, though I'd argue you might find yourself with the ability to turn down the brightness on the excellent display of the XPS 12, saving power and gaining a few more minutes of juice as well. Even light-duty gaming on the XPS 12 is a possibility with its integrated Skylake Intel HD 515 graphics engine, offering up respectable performance in gaming benchmarks like 3D Mark CloudGate here. All wrapped up, the Dell XPS 12 is a solid option in hybrid 2-in-1 notebook tablet convertibles, competitive with the likes of Microsoft Surface Pro 4 and similar devices. And at $9.99 as tested, it's not cheap, but you do get a full-up notebook PC experience and the performance to come along with it, and 8GB of RAM, and a great Full HD display, all in a 12-inch convertible tablet form factor. Toss in a thumbs up and subscribe here if you like this video, and don't forget to swing by HotHardware.com for our full review. It's Dave Altavilla with the Dell XPS 12 Windows 10 2-in-1. Thanks for stopping by.